We've got breaking news out of Scottsdale as Loop 101 is closed right at the start of Thanksgiving travel week. We've got 3 crashes, more than 20 cars. 1 person was killed out here and scores of serious injuries.
As you would imagine, it is just a traffic mess out there, and it'll be that way throughout the evening rush hour. Bart Graves from DPS is on the phone with us. Bart, what triggered all this?
Well, this started about 1:30 this afternoon at Cactus, southbound on the 101. We had what we believe now to be a Honda Civic that for some reason crossed all lanes of traffic and collided with a Nissan Maxima. That started a chain reaction crash there involving 8 vehicles. Traffic immediately southbound slowed, or in some places stopped. Which may have led to what we call a secondary crash involving 11 vehicles further south at Raintree. And then as drivers are desperate to get off the freeway because of the crashes and the stopped traffic, there was another crash that occurred on the off-ramp at Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard.
So 3 different crashes out there, Bart, and obviously it was wild weather. Did that play a role at all in any of this, or was this just a strange anomaly?
Well, the pavement was wet at the time of these crashes. It had stopped raining, and our troopers that was part of the investigation. They really don't know at that point whether the road conditions played a factor.
Yeah. Bart, can you give us an idea for people who have to head that way tonight or commute through that area and are going to be hitting these roads? What's your best guess as to when this investigation will wrap up and those roads will be back open?
Well, we closed down southbound 101 at 3 o'clock, almost straight up, and the captain on scene was indicating a 4-hour closure just to investigate these 3 crashes. As you know, there's a lot of moving parts, especially when one of them is a fatality crash and the others are serious injury crashes. So it's going to take us a while to put all this together and then remove the wreckage and clear the highway with the help of ADOT, which is helping us with this closure. My best advice is to avoid 101 completely southbound through the Scottsdale area if you possibly can. Use arterial streets, anything available to you, or delay your trip because it's going to be closed for quite some time.
You're thinking about 7 o'clock, Bart? It sounds like you're thinking about that?
I think that's the best conservative estimate for us at this point.
Well, we're thinking of that family who lost their loved one on a holiday week. Bart, thank you for keeping us updated. Let's get out to ABC 15's Melissa Blasius, who is on the ground there in Scottsdale for us. Melissa?
That's right. I'm actually at 90th Street and Sweetwater, one of these side streets that Bart was talking about that people should take instead. But you can see it is terribly backed up here. These folks are trying to go southbound. And if Karen, my photographer, takes a look the other way, it goes all the way back as people are trying to avoid this major pileup. Several crashes on the Loop 101 southbound here through the central part of Scottsdale. When we were out here just a few minutes ago, we got some video up close of the accident scene. You can see the smashed up cars. A couple turned the complete opposite way there on the highway. We saw a number of DPS troopers and investigators out looking at each of these cars, trying to start their process where they're diagramming, mapping where every car is. We also saw some people just sitting on the side of the road because they had nowhere to go who were not injured in the accident. Coming up at 5, we'll talk to some of the people who came to look at this crash because they heard all the noise and all the commotion and wanted to see what was going on. Back to you.
Yeah, certainly a bad one out there. All right. Well, you know, the road's even more dangerous when they're wet, and so